Hey, okay, so for this particular first video, we are going to focus basically on the footwork of PV Sindhu. So let's just see one or two rallies, then we will decide what are the basic things or what makes a PV Sindhu's footwork a best footwork. So let's just see this rally. Nice. As we all know that she's a taller player, so she's having an advantage over other players. Most of other players, she's taller than most of the other women singles players, so of course she can move in any part of the court with just one steps. That's an first advantage for the footwork. So second thing that I want to talk about is that how smooth her footwork is. If she's her footwork, her leg is maybe somewhere a little bit slower or something. Let's just see this really. She's faster, she's okay. So the basic thing that I see a smaller flaw in Sindhu's footwork is that when she's going on backward part, let's just see if she goes on backward. Look at that. Yes, forehand deep backwards part, that's the part where her footwork gets little bit slower. Otherwise in every part of the court she moves so fast. Look at that. If she's moving, let's just see if any really comes or not, then we will discuss. What I'm saying, tell you, like front court good, front court good, look at that, back court good, overhead back court good, everything tick marks, footwork good. Let's just see if deep backhand, deep forward shot, any shot come. Look at that. At that, look at that. At that point, Sindhu is just little bit slow. I'm not telling that she's a slower point in any. She's her footwork is slower, but what I'm telling you is that that's the part where her footwork gets little bit slower. Most of the people are slow in overhead, where they have to decide whether they are going for a backhand or overhead, so that footwork gets lag. But for a PV Sindhu, the forehand deep corner is little bit slower, so that is second part. And how aggressive and how fast, or I can say that how explosive her footwork is. If she is using so much of jumps are part of footwork, because it makes your footwork looks if you can take an example of Anthony Shinsuka Ginting, he uses his speed plus footwork for his advantage. He jumps and collect the, if you have seen last week's Sen Lakshya versus Li Shifeng's final match of Canada Open, you will notice that most of the time Li Shifeng and even Sen Lakshya was just jumping and just focusing on the really faster footwork. So that's what I'm talking about. So that is not the case here in PV Sindhu. She is just grounded most of the times. Even okay, we will talk about this thing in next part. We will discuss about Ratchanok Intanon's footwork. Okay, this relay is going good. Okay, nice. First set is won by Intanon 21-12.